I'm Jamie Palmer, online business strategist and simplifier for driven entrepreneurs and course creators and service providers who want to build and scale their online business. I am the founder and creator of the Business Ecosystem Builders program that helps driven entrepreneurs like you simplify building an online business and create more freedom in their lives. It's nearly impossible to build an online business in 2021 without getting visible on social media. So today, I'm gonna take you behind the scenes and give you some frameworks for growing your online presence through content creation. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you haven't already, we put out new videos each and every Tuesday. So if you want more online business and marketing tips, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you get notified each and every Tuesday when we put out new videos. In the social media world before social media was cool, like no lie. And so one of the things that I've seen over and over and over again when it comes to content creation, getting visible, and just showing up online consistently is overwhelm. And overwhelm usually shows up in one of three forms. One, it's either overwhelm around the fact that they're gonna have to show up daily basis on social media, or overwhelm around imposter syndrome and, oh my goodness, what are people gonna think? Or it's overwhelm around lack of a system and plan to consistently show up. So today, I'm gonna share with you some content creation and visibility basics for getting yourself set up for success. So I'm gonna give you a permission slip, okay? That's the first thing I wanna talk about when it comes to content creation and visibility basics. I'm gonna hand you a permission slip, and the permission slip is to take a 2-week break from social media. I want you to open up your phone, and I want you to post on Instagram, and I want you to post on Facebook that you're gonna take a 2-week break starting today so that you can get more strategic and planned out with your content. Overwhelm is a real thing when it comes to social media. And the fact of the matter is people feel overwhelmed because they have to post each and every day once they start posting on social media. And what happens is instead of being really strategic and really planned out and thoughtful with their content, they end up just posting to post something because it's 5 o'clock at night and they're like, OMG, what am I gonna post today? So the first thing that I say to all of my clients is let's take a 2-week break from social media. Here's your permission slip. So I'm giving you your permission slip to take a 2-week break from social media so that you can get more strategic, okay? That's first and foremost. Second, I want you to think about what kind of macro content you wanna create. Now, if you've been watching me for any period of time, you know I talk a lot about macro content. For those of you who are new, macro content is long form content. It's blog content. It's YouTube videos like this. It's podcasts. It's content that becomes an asset in your business because it has a long lifespan. Not like social media where the lifespan is hours, maybe days. The content that I'm talking about is content that will last weeks, months, even years if it's implemented properly. So, the most important thing is to think about what kind of macro content that you want to create in your business paired with where your ideal client is hanging out. And part of the reason why I want you to create this macro content is because that can become the basis for your micro content or your social media content, okay? And the macro content, if you get an 8 to 10 minute video like this transcribed, it will roughly give you 3 to 5 pages of content. You can create literally dozens of social media posts from that. That could be the basis for the blog or an email that goes out to your list. There's a lot of different ways in which you can repurpose one long form piece of content like a YouTube video like this. So think about what type of macro content that you want to create as a step number 2 when it comes to getting a content creation system in place. Once you have that content creation system in place, the next thing that you want to do is batch create content. Now, when I talk about batch creating content, I mean recording 4 videos at a time, 4 podcasts at a time, writing 4 emails at a time, creating all your text content for social media all at the same time. And part of the reason why I recommend doing this is because once you get in that zone of recording videos, it's really easy to stay in that zone of creating videos. It's the same thing when it comes to social media. A lot of times what I see people do is they'll write the content for their social media posts and then they'll go and create a graphic. The problem with that is you're constantly flipping switches in your brain. So I always recommend get all your videos or podcasts or your macro content done. Then the following week, write all the emails or clean up all the transcripts from that. And then the following week, you're going to go in and you're going to create all the social media text from that. And then you go and do all the graphics at one time. Because if you're following a system like we use with our Social Made Simple system, then you know every Monday you're going to post X type of content. So you can create 4 posts that are all the same. Same thing for Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and so on and so forth. It also keeps your brain in the same zone of genius. Once you get all the text done, then you go and you select all the images. And one of the things that I recommend when it comes to images is the 5-second rule. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pick the image. Because literally you could spend hours trying to decide on an image for social media. This batching system has served me well over the years in business, and it also serves my clients really well. If you do it properly, in most instances, you can create 30 days worth of content in 5 to 7 hours. Yeah, 5 to 7 hours in total. I'm talking getting it scheduled, written, posted, created, all that stuff. So batching is your friend, especially once you get into the rhythm of doing it. And I'd love to know, what is your favorite social media platform to hang out in, or how do you consume content? Are you a podcast gal or guy? Are you a YouTube person? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear all about that. The 4th thing that you want to have in place when it comes to getting a content system is a scheduling tool. There's lots of different scheduling tools out there. Buffer and Hootsuite are 2 really inexpensive options that cover a lot of the social media platforms out there. If you're a visual kind of person, I highly recommend something like Planoly. That's another really great tool that you can use, but pick one and stick with it and just own it. But that schedule will be your BFF, because you will be able to go in and put 30 days of content in one sitting in under 30 minutes. If you have everything already written out and linked together, you can literally schedule out 30 posts in under 30 minutes. And then it's there, it's set, and you don't have to touch it for the rest of the month. And that will be a game changer for you, because it will create lots of time for you to think and have freedom and space to create. And then the 5th thing that you need to do is get consistent. Now, for many of you, you might be thinking, oh my goodness, posting daily seems crazy overwhelming. And if posting daily seems crazy overwhelming to you, don't worry about it. You don't have to post daily. What I want you to think about is, what is the posting schedule that works for you? If that's 3 times a week, great, stick to that 3 times a week. If it's 7 times a week, great, commit to that. Whatever it is, commit to it and get and stay consistent. Because when it comes to social media, consistency is key. Now, I'm gonna throw in a little bit of a bonus item for you here as well that's really important to keep in mind. As you're thinking about the content that you're putting out there, I want you to think about the things that you have coming up in your marketing calendar. So if you wanna go back and you wanna check out my marketing planning 2021 video for all about planning out your marketing calendar, that is a great way to take what you're learning here today and apply it in another way. But don't forget to think about what's ahead. So if you have a launch coming up, the content that you are creating now should be addressing the problems and concerns your ideal client has as it relates to that product that you are launching in the future. So it's really important to be strategic with your content if you're gonna do it in this way. Now, I'm super excited. Coming up very soon, I am going to be opening up the enrollment for my program, The Foundation, which is all about planning, packaging, pricing, prioritizing and promoting your online business. And it's all about getting all of the essentials that you need and one signature program to help you grow and scale your online business. So if you haven't already, get on the wait list. I'm doing some really amazing things for the people who are on the wait list. So that is, you can grab that and get on the wait list at thefoundation.systems. And if you are loving this content, the best way to let me know that you like this content is to like the video, comment below, and of course, share it with your business besties, because what better way to tell me how much you love this content than to share it with your friends? So thank you so much for tuning in. I super appreciate you, and have a fantastic day.